Is it worth keeping a safe deposit box? And if you do, what should you keep in it? And maybe even more important, what should you not keep in it? Here to deposit his advice with us about safe deposit boxes is my law partner, Mike Solomon. Thanks for joining us, Mike. All right, Mike, so should we have a safe deposit box, or do we not need them anymore?
Well, I still tell clients and friends they ought to have a safety deposit box. So you put things in there, it's going to be safe from theft, it's going to be safe from, let's say, fire, and it's private. Even a bank can't get into your safety deposit box.
What should we put in the box?
Well, you ought to put, valuable documents or things that have economic value in the box. Let me talk about documents first. For example, you might want to, it'd be hard if you lost your birth certificate, it's hard to replace it. Birth certificates, marriage certificates, a death certificate of your spouse, your trust documents or a copy of it, or insurance policies, or even a list. If you have a lot of insurance policies, at least make a list of the policies.
All right, now those are documents. What about valuables?
Well, you ought to put in things like if you have a coin collection, or valuable jewelry, or stocks or bonds. That's important stuff that would be, if you lost, be hard to replace. And then also family photos, maybe that you don't use that often. Put it in the box.
All right, so documents and valuables, certain ones into the box. What should not go in the box?
Well, about everything else. In particular, don't put your financial power of attorney or your healthcare power of attorney in the box, because those are important documents. If you need them in an emergency, you might not be able to get into the lockbox. What
about things like your jewelry or your family photos?
Well, if you don't use them that often, put them in the box, then they're safe. But if it's something you use a lot, like jewelry, or for some reason you're using a photo a lot, then keep it at home. Keep it in a safe place. Maybe buy a home vault or at least a little box to put all that stuff in to keep it secure.
And one thing that's important, you need to make sure that somebody else can get into the box. So if something happens to you, there's somebody else named with the bank that can get in there and have access.
Yeah, that's really important.
And have the key.
That's right, because if you don't have that, it's going to be very difficult. So either put another person on the right to enter the box, maybe the power of attorney, whoever you made the power, the agent, or your executor, and then you're right. Tell them where the key is, because if they can't find it, they're going to have to drill it open, and that's expensive.
Thank you, Mike. Good advice.
Okay.
A safe deposit box can still be the best place to keep your most valuable items. Yes, there's a cost, but if your valuables are lost or stolen, the cost, both financial and personal, may be much higher. We'll be right back.
Call Budish, Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information, or to schedule a speaker for your organization, or log on to www.budishandsolomon.com.
Thanks for joining us. Next week, we're back to our regular time, 11:30 a.m., right after Meet the Press and before Channel 3's Noon News. So be sure to tune in at 11:30 next week. Until next week, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities and have a very happy and healthy new year.
Would you like to join our kitchen conversation? All you have to do is call toll-free 1-877-765-1543 and leave us your question, name, and phone number. Or log on to www.golden.tv for all the latest information and show updates.